King James came to the English throne carrying more than a crown. He carried fear of rebellion, of division, of a kingdom split by words that claimed to speak for God. England at the turn of the 17th century was restless. Churches argued over doctrine. Preachers thundered from pulpits using rival Bibles that disagreed not only in wording but in authority. Margins were crowded with sharp notes attacking kings, bishops, and one another. Scripture, meant to unite, had become dangerous. James had been raised among storms. Born James VI of Scotland, he grew up surrounded by plots, regents, and the memory of his mother, Mary, Queen of Scots, executed by the English crown. He learned early that words could kill and that power depended on controlling them. He was no saint, vain, sharp-tongued, fond of flattery, but he was brilliant, deeply educated, and convinced that order was a holy thing. To James, chaos was the enemy of both God and king. Soon after taking the English throne in 1603, he was confronted by the Puritans at the Hampton Court Conference. They wanted reform, clarity, and a Bible free from political poison. James listened carefully. He dismissed many of their demands, but one suggestion struck him with force: a new translation of the Bible, one without divisive commentary, one that could be read aloud in every church and sound the same in every ear. This was not an act of humility, it was strategy. James understood that whoever shaped the Bible shaped the nation, so he summoned scholars, not courtiers or bishops alone, but linguists, theologians, men who knew Greek as a living language and Hebrew as sacred ground. They came from Oxford, Cambridge, Westminster, some high church, some quietly reform-minded. James chose them precisely because they disagreed. He believed truth survived argument. They were divided into companies and given strict rules: no political footnotes, no personal opinions. The language must be majestic enough for worship, yet plain enough for the common man. Where earlier translations sang too freely, they were to be restrained. Where they were rigid, they were to breathe. Every word would be debated. Every line would pass through many hands. For years they worked in cold rooms and dim libraries. They read aloud to hear how the sentences lived on the tongue. They argued over a single verb for days. Some men died before the work was finished. None would sign their names to it. This book would not belong to them. When the King James Bible was published in 1611, it was not greeted with applause. People resisted it. Habits are hard to break, especially sacred ones. But slowly, inexorably, its voice took hold. It sounded authoritative without shouting. It carried music without ornament. It did something no king's decree ever could. It entered homes. As for James himself, history never settled on a single verdict. He ruled with intelligence and insecurity, preached peace yet ruled absolutely, protected learning while craving control. He was neither hero nor tyrant, but a man shaped by fear and vision in equal measure. Yet his greatest legacy was not a law or a battle won. It was a book he never wrote, forged by minds he never fully trusted, released into a future he would never see. Long after his bones turned to dust, the words remained. They crossed oceans. They shaped speeches, prayers, and rebellions. They taught generations how English could sound when it reached for the eternal. And in that way, the king who feared division achieved unity, not through force, but through language that outlived him.